Hi students, good morning. My dear learners, I hope that you have been watching all my videos for the third unit of Engineering Thermodynamics course prescribed by Anna University under the regulation of 2017 which had the code of ME 8391. Okay. Now we are standing in the topic of comparison of Carnot and Rankine cycle. Before entering into the comparison, let me revise the various topics covered in the third unit is nothing but how to produce the steam, various processes, various terminologies, various regions, and getting of vapor dome, and the dome was presented or represented in PVT as HS, PVT, PT coordinates, and how to get the saturated steam from saturated liquid, and that is the important part of vapor dome which we are concentrating. And of course it is very important to know the measurement technologies of dryness fraction of steam to find out whether the steam is wet steam or dry steam, which is also known as dry saturated, and superheated steam which is going out of vapor dome. And a very important thing is here you should know, after finding the dryness fraction for the steam, you should evaluate the various properties like enthalpy, entropy, and internal energy for the corresponding pressure and temperature, which can be taken either from the steam tables or by using the Molière chart or HS diagram, which has the state properties or independent properties of about 7 properties consisting or compresses in a single chart. You can utilize for evaluation of all state properties which is existing in that chart, so that exactly you can find out the thermal efficiency of the cycle, which is called Rankine cycle. Rankine cycle, I told about that, is a standard or ideal cycle which gives the maximum efficiency when we are using the steam as a working substance. If you take the Carnot cycle, it is not practical one, but Rankine cycle is practically possible and having the efficiency lesser than the Carnot cycle. Since the Carnot cycle, all the processes are hypothetical ideal processes, and as well as in Rankine cycle also we are making the assumption to the practical extension and trying to run that power plant equipments to the maximum extent of absorbing the work output and reduced work input. Okay, so let me enter into the slides. Please students revise all the topics and watch all the videos again and again, and then you try to work out on it. Then only it is possible to follow the further extended topics and sequence in the sequence of orders. Whatever the videos which has been posted to you would be very much useful if you concentrate and listen the videos. Okay. Now you know very well that the Carnot cycle is the only cycle or ideal cycle which has the maximum possible efficiency, or something which is extraordinary performance for the given limits of the temperature. For the given limits of temperature means it is nothing but the temperature of the boiler and the temperature of the condenser. Okay, two pressures are we are working. Okay, right. In second unit, as we have discussed, two temperature limits and two heat qualities can be directly written as temperatures. That only they have mentioned here. I have mentioned here it is not suitable for steam power plant. Of course, I told you Carnot cycle is not suitable for steam, not only for steam power plant but also practically it is impossible to run an engine or machine with very drastic fast speed and immediately very slower, very faster, very slower, very faster, very slower is not at all possible, and that should be happened in Carnot cycle. So it is not possible to implement or execute the Carnot cycle in universe. Okay, so here I have made the comparison with the next slide by using the TS diagram, where both the Carnot cycle and the Rankine cycle has represented in a single coordinate. Okay, single plot, and of course you know very well that every cycle will have a cooling, heating, expansion, compression, right? So in this reversible adiabatic expansion and constant temperature heat addition in the condenser, reversible adiabatic compression in the pump are very much similar to both the Rankine and Carnot cycle, but hints, however, there would be the difference in heat supply where they are differing with each other. This Rankine and Carnot cycle is only in the term of, in the point of the supply of heat in the boiler. Okay, let me show in the TS diagram, and if you want to know the exact point of difference, Carnot cycle is a theoretical cycle and Rankine cycle is a practical one which is being practiced and executed by by collaborated with so many improving technologies. Carnot cycle ensures the maximum efficiency under ideal condition, but Rankine cycle ensures the operations in real condition. The efficiency obtained by the Rankine cycle is always lower than that of the Carnot cycle. Okay. Let me continue with the next slide, which shows both the Rankine and Carnot cycle on a same TS plot. Here, please listen carefully. This rectangular part that shows 1 to 2 reversible adiabatic expansion, 2 to 3 constant pressure cooling, and 3 to 4 is sensible heating during the constant pressure sensible heating during the Rankine cycle. R stands for Rankine cycle, and from 4R to 1 along with this arrow along with the arrowed straight line, you can reach the turbine inlet. And here if you see from this intersection point to 1, already I have mentioned that this is sensible heat of that is very latent heat of vaporization, right? It consists of sensible heating and latent heat. There this Rankine cycle is differing with the Carnot cycle in such a way that if you take the Carnot cycle, same expansion, cooling, and then pumping is taken place from this point 3 to 4C. Okay, here we are pumping the water to 3 to 4C, and the very goodness in Carnot cycle assumption is all the water is being converted to steam at latent heat by observing the latent heat of vaporization. That is, the heat supply, the average heat supply by the Carnot cycle is at the higher temperature than in Rankine cycle. This is most important. You can easily understood this point by a simple example, whatever we are making in home, that is cooking of rice. Okay, so what if you don't use pressure cooker means when you are boiling the raw rice in the vessel, what usually your mother will do, no? She will heat or make the water to boil to the good extent, that is still it starts its evaporation or vaporization, then only after the water reached about 100 degrees Celsius only she will add the raw rice, so that within 5 to 6 minutes or even 4 to 5 minutes the raw rice would become changing its phase to cooked rice. Okay, if you, without doing or without increasing the temperature of the water, if you simply add atmospheric temperature water and atmospheric temperature raw rice together, means the time taken for the phase conversion of raw rice to cooked rice will be more, and the heat taken by the gas stove will be also more, and the quality of the raw rice would not be good as she is now she does with increased temperature water. Okay, hope you have understood, students. Okay, like that, increasing the temperature of the water at the inlet of the boiler will help you to get more amount of steam and more work done, and as well as the that is the power production, that is the amount of steam produced at the turbine will be at good quality, so that the expansion takes place and the power produced by the turbine would be increasing with the minimal absorption of heat which is not consumed like that in Rankine cycle. Okay, so that is, from this comparison we should learn that the temperature of the working steam in the boiler should be always higher as possible. The temperature should be at the average temperature of heat addition. What is this average temperature? Means if you take here 4R to 1, it is continuously changing. The heat supply, the temperature is continuously varying, so that here the amount of heat supply during the sensible heating is taken more, and then only it is starting the latent heat of vaporization. Here in Carnot cycle, since it is in the constant temperature, constant pressure line, here the amount of heat supply would be lesser, and as well as the amount of steam would be more. Okay, this what here they are differing than these three processes would are same for both the cycles. Okay, here you can see, if you are even if you can see very clearly, this 1, 2s, 3c, 4c consist of Carnot cycle. Okay, but here this is the heat supplied. Okay, net work done by the cycle, Carnot cycle 1, 2s, 3c, 4c, but extra work done is taken by the Rankine cycle with 4c, 3c, 3, 4R. Okay, here you can see that is here they are pumping at the middle of the wet steam itself. Okay, and in the Rankine cycle it is the extraneous work with which deals with 4c, 3c, 3 and 4R. Okay, and when here it is, if it is the superheated condition, then here you can see 4R to 1 and then 1. So many variations of the temperature limits is longer for range is longer for Rankine cycle, but it is same in Carnot cycle. Okay, so let me continue in the next video. Here one point you have to keep remember that if you want to improve the cycle efficiency, the average temperature of heat supplied should be increased, so that amount of heat consumption also will be lesser with the less heat input. Okay, thanks for patient listening, my dear students. Greetings of the day. Be happy, happy learning.